Hello, everyone. What a gray day it is outside, but at least it's sunny in here, and I hope it's sunny where you are as well in terms of your dispositions these days. So here we are in Module 5, and this week we're going to be focusing on urban planning and urban design. Modern urban planning emerged as a profession in the early decades of the 20th century, largely as a response to the appalling sanitary, social, and economic conditions of rapidly growing industrial cities. Today, urban planning can be described as a technical, physical, and political process concerned with the welfare of people, control of the use of land and water, design of the urban environment, including transportation and communication networks, and protection and enhancement of the natural environment. Like a lot of the design disciplines, planning is a team sport. It involves people with expertise in civil engineering, law, architecture, public health, economic development, sociology, and geography, just to name a few. After all, as we all know, cities are complex and often messy entities, and they require interdisciplinary synthesis. So this week, we will look at urban planning from multiple points of view. In particular, we're going to be studying the uniqueness of urban development in the US, the big problems that cities face, and the potential solutions that might help our cities to thrive. We have what I think is a rich selection of materials for you to enjoy this week. And so here's what you need to do. First, read or watch the overview, this thing that we're doing right this minute. Then look at our objectives. Now, we carefully craft those objectives, as you well know, so that they set up a framework for you when you're taking the quiz and engaging in your discussion groups. Then take on the activities for the week, and we have a number of those. We have two short articles. One is called An Overview, the Need for Planning, and that's by John Levy, an urban planner. And the other one is called The History of Cities and City Planning by Cliff Ellis. Now, to complement this, we also have a 14-minute video that's called A Brief History of US City Planning. It's really packed with information. And so you might feel like you're looking at something that's sped up in terms of time, but it also is really giving you a lot of great basics. So I hope you enjoy that. Then again, we are assigning the PBS series 10, and this time it's 10 that changed America. And in this case, we'll be dealing with 10 towns that changed America. And then subsequently, for the first time this year, we are assigning a feature-length film. This one is called Citizen Jane, The Battle for the City. This is about Jane Jacobs, one of the most well-known urban planners in the world. And it's really about two people with radically different approaches to urban planning in the US. It's won many, many awards, and so I think you're going to enjoy it. And then finally, we have a TED Talk, which is called In Search of Human Scale by the urban designer Jan Gehl. You can probably see the trajectory here. First, you're being given a background so that you can understand the basics of planning. And then we show you how even the best of planning intentions can go wrong. And then finally, we provide examples that offer a little bit of hope for some positive change. So as usual, after you've completed the activities, you're ready to take the quiz, and then you will move into the discussion group. Now, this week we have one question, but there are two parts to that question. And you need to be thinking about the see it method of critical thinking for each of these parts. In addition, I'd just like to give you a little bit of a heads up that the discussion question for this week actually is leading us into our first project for the semester. And so you might want to kind of really pay careful attention this week to what we're doing. Then finally, as usual, we have our something fun category. So I hope you enjoy the wild and crazy things that are in there, including some congratulations at the bottom of the page. A couple of students actually guessed that question about Helvetica correctly. Now, today is pretty gray, but it's supposed to lighten up and get brighter and lighter and nicer this week. So I think it's the perfect week for you to visit downtown in Buffalo with the intention of thinking about what works and doesn't work in this city. And of course, you also might want to think about the University at Buffalo, which in and of itself is a city, a planned city. It's got well over 35,000 people living in this city. And we can ask ourselves what works and doesn't work in our academic city. And which of Jane Jacobs and Jan Gehl's ideas are at work on UB's campuses. And maybe more importantly, which are not. Then also, I'd like you to be on the lookout for your Project One brief. I will post it this week and send it to you via email. And then after you've had a few days to digest it, I will set up a meeting via Zoom that I will tape or record, I should say. That word is dating me. I'll record the meeting. And you can take a look at the explanation of that project. All right, that will do it for this week as an intro. I recommend that for this week, you take in every experience and to the fullest and enjoy all those that you can. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.